In today's video, Bitcoin is dumping very hard, but will we actually see one of the lowest weekly closes since May? Furthermore, Square is getting into DeFi, and is this one of their newest moats? Next, Intel is in talks to buy GlobalFoundries for $30 billion. Is this really the right move? And finally, some more news coming right up. Welcome back everyone, I'm your host Edward, and on this channel I talk about stocks and crypto news, so if that's something you're interested in, feel free to subscribe and hit that like button down below for the YouTube algorithm. And yeah, yesterday's video actually did pretty well and I got a couple new subscribers, so welcome. But in today's video I'm gonna focus a little bit more on crypto, so yeah, let's not waste any more time and let's dive right in. So as usual, I'm gonna go through the markets, and the Dow Jones, the S&P and Nasdaq are down a little bit today. And I believe yesterday some stocks got hit really hard, and if we look at the heat map here, it's a little flat. There's a little bit of green and red everywhere. Surprisingly, Intel isn't up a lot. I'm gonna talk more about this later on in the video. Now in terms of the crypto market, it is a little flat today, but Bitcoin's still hovering at about the same price as yesterday, which is about 31,000 to 32,000. But the first article that I want to talk about is that Bitcoin is heading to one of the worst weekly close in over a month. And based on the weekly time frame, right, we are kind of heading to one of the worst weekly closes. And there isn't really a lot of volume either. And obviously a lot of people are worried, but I just want to kind of give everyone a long-term mindset that, this doesn't matter at all. And my long-term price target for Bitcoin is, passing gold's market cap. And some people are way more bullish. And based on calculation, that's 500k per Bitcoin. Obviously that sounds outrageous, right, for some people, but if you kind of do your own due diligence and research about it, it doesn't actually seem that crazy at all. I'm gonna give an example, right? If you bought a house for 300k and someone knocks on your door and tells you that they're gonna buy it for 200k. Obviously, it's gonna be stupid if you agree with it, right? And same goes with, buying stocks, buying crypto, and etc. If you did your own research and you have high conviction on what you're buying, there shouldn't be any reason to sell it for a lower price. And this is how I look at the risk to reward ratio for Bitcoin, right? Worst case scenario, it goes to 0. Best case scenario, it goes to 500k. And right now, we're only hovering about $32,000. And obviously, this all depends on your risk appetite, because Bitcoin is a risky asset. And looking at the stock to flow model, right? So technically speaking, based on this model, which is probably the best way to value Bitcoin, Bitcoin should be worth $85,000 today, but it's only worth 31. And the last time we went below this line really heavily was back when the pandemic started. But at the end of the day, I don't think you should fully rely on this model. I think people should focus more on gold's market cap, because I do believe one day Bitcoin will pass it. Yes, I might sound crazy, but do your research and you'll figure out why. At the end of the day, this doesn't worry me. There's all just short-term movements, because I'm not here to chase breadcrumbs. I'm going for the loaf of bread, right? So that's that. Next on the article, it seems like Square is getting into DeFi, but with Bitcoin, not Ethereum. And just to let everyone know, a lot of DeFi projects right now are on Ethereum, and I believe there's only a few on Bitcoin. And here, yesterday, Jack Dorsey did tweet that, they're creating a new business inside Square, joining Cash App, Tidal, and Seller. And just to summarize, he's creating a new DeFi company within Square, and the name is to be announced. And this is going to be an open developer platform. And I think the Bitcoin hardware wallet will play a huge role in it as well. And by November, the Taproot upgrade will be launched and smart contracts will be enabled on Bitcoin. And that's going to be super important with Bitcoin and DeFi. And it seems like Square Crypto is also working on the Lightning development kit. But yeah, I'm very excited because this is going to be a huge moat for Square. But overall, I'm very bullish on DeFi, because essentially it's going to be like a bank without the third parties controlling it. So everything that you want to do with a bank, like getting credit, taking out a loan, mortgage, etc., will be all done on the Bitcoin network. And with smart contracts coming in, I think that's a nail in the coffin. So that's my quick take on it. Next, it seems like people are not searching for Bitcoin price on Google, and it's reaching a 7-month low. And yeah, I'm not gonna dive too deep because I can totally tell by the demand. There's barely any volume at the moment, and there just hasn't been any great news about Bitcoin, especially with China cracking down on Bitcoin mining. Not only that, I feel like a lot of people are bored of the sideways trading because it is currently in the crab market. But yeah, I think a lot of people are waiting for a huge catalyst, or they're also looking at, the Bitcoin chart and looking for bullish trading patterns. And again, this doesn't even worry me. Like there's all short-term movements, because in the long term I feel like people will be begging to buy Bitcoin at this price today. Because seriously, I know people that are willing to suck people's toes to buy Bitcoin at $3,000 right now. Next, I want to talk about Intel, because they're in talks of buying GlobalFoundries for $30 billion. And for those that don't know, GlobalFoundries is a manufacturer of semiconductors. I'm not really a fan of Intel stock, because they're actually lacking behind their competitors now in terms of manufacturing as well as chip design. But I feel like buying this company just helps them manufacture their chips more, and I don't think they're trying to focus on being the best designer of their chips now. They just want to be able to manufacture and compete with TSM. So don't expect Intel to have crazy performance like the M1 chip as well as AMD's chips. Not only that, they're buying a company called Sci-Fi for $2 billion. And this is a company that focuses on the RISC chip design. And for those that don't know, the M1 chip does use the RISC architecture. But yeah, this is a very interesting business move. And I want to see how this is going to play out for Intel, because a lot of people have been slamming Intel for years now. And it's kind of surprising to me that, the stock is a little flat today. I think it literally pumped up and then went back down. But yeah, this is not a bad dividend stock, I would say. But I'm not really a fan of dividend stocks. But yeah, we'll see, because I would personally rather buy Apple, Nvidia, or AMD. But I think Nvidia is a little too overvalued, as well as AMD. But I feel like semiconductors are like a commodity thing. And a lot of crypto miners aren't even looking at Intel because of their graphic chips. But I am more bullish on Nvidia and AMD because of crypto mining. And their GPUs are just flying off the shelves. But yeah, kudos to Intel for purchasing this company, and we'll see how it plays out. Now lastly, Yellen says that there's going to be several more months of rapid inflation before easing. And she's kind of worried about housing as well. But yeah, I do agree. I think rapid inflation and shrinkflation will occur within the next few months, because we already saw the consumer price index increase 5%. But yeah, I don't know about you, but yesterday I ordered food and I was simply disappointed. Like everywhere that I'm eating, the portion got smaller. And obviously the root cause of all this is because of the money printer, and there's simply no other reason besides that. But yeah, it just sucks because it's slowly eating away our purchasing power. And Yellen's also worried about the housing prices, because it has been increasing pretty heavily, especially during the pandemic. But she's just worried that younger people and the younger generation can't afford these houses. And like I said before, this is all due to the M1 money supply going up. So housing stocks and crypto are all up. And if you kind of look at the charts, you can, totally see it. That wraps up for this video. If you're interested in buying crypto, please head into my referral links in the description box down below, so we can both get a small cash bonus once you sign up and make some trades. If you enjoyed this video, please smash that like button down below for the YouTube algorithm. And if you haven't already, feel free to subscribe and also hit that notification bell so you can see my videos every single week. That wraps up. That's pretty much it. And I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.